Good morning. I'm Sarah Pearson in the News 2 Alert Center with your morning pulse. District leaders with North Platte Public Schools are taking a closer look at student meal accounts after seeing a growing number of unpaid lunch balances over the last few years. The board also discussed a possible price increase for the program. Interim Superintendent Dr. Damon McDonald told the Board of Education's Committee of the Whole last night that they've noticed a steady rise in negative lunch account balances.
Over the last 3 years, we've noticed a trend that we're having more negative balances with our lunch accounts. 3 years ago, it was $3,000. Last year was $8,000. This year, we're in the $10,000 to $11,000 range. With school nutrition, typically, it has worked well to just have a nickel increase if you can on breakfast and lunch prices as far as across the board each and every year to try to offset some of those
The meal price
different
discussion is
inflationary terms
expected
as
to return
prices
at the Board of
increase. So,
Education's regular
that's what I
meeting
bring
in
forward
July.
to use the
Stick with
discussion.
News 2 for further developments. A Nebraska Land Days tradition is bringing together music, community, and local flavor ahead of the big concerts. Taps and Tunes gives people the chance to sample beers from local and regional breweries across the state, with each offering tastes of some of their favorite creations. This year's event featured around 15 breweries, showcasing the growing craft beer scene in Nebraska, while giving people a chance to enjoy live music and connect with others before heading to the concerts.
The Thursday before concerts, and it's a way for us to showcase local breweries as well as regional breweries across the state of Nebraska. They come in and they provide a little taster of the different types of beers that they offer, and it's a great event that people can come out and just enjoy a little tasting event and enjoy a little slice of NEBRASKAland Days.
Stufka adds the event has become a long-standing part of Nebraska Land Days, continuing to grow after more than a decade of bringing breweries and beer lovers together. Heading to this week's Nebraska Land Days concert series, North Platte Party Bus is offering a Nebraska Land Days shuttle on Friday and Saturday with pickups starting at 4:30 p.m., and the bus will keep making continuous round trips as it's able. Rides are $10 per rider each way, and the driver will not make change, and no round-trip fare is available. Return trips begin at the end of the concert and will run 30 minutes after the pavilion closes. Riders are encouraged to go early because shuttles are expected to be busy. Full details can be found on our website, along with the News 2 app on Roku. Mid-Plains Community College is celebrating its newest nurses today. The 2026 Licensed Practical Nursing Pitting Ceremony is at 11 a.m. in the McDonald Belton Theater. Graduates will receive diplomas, pins, and flowers and recite the Florence Nightingale Pledge. Student speakers Chloe Stino and Clayton Ryan will address the class. The graduates represent Cambridge, Cozad, Gothenburg, McCook, North Platte, and Wellfleet. We will bring you coverage from the ceremony tonight at 6 and 10. And to close out today's Morning Pulse, here is a look at your Nebraska Land Days calendar of events and forecast.
Welcome in on this Thursday or Friday morning here in the Severe Weather Center. Meteorologist Luke Prokosh for your morning mugcast, filling in for Travis Koneski. One more day here. Certainly a quiet start to the day. Do have some cloud cover and some muggy conditions that we're going to have to talk about through the weekend as well. But taking a look at our current live cams across the area. North Platte seeing some patchy fog due to that more humid air mass that is moving into the area throughout the day today. Taking a look here in the Tri-Cities, looking at our Hastings sky cam again, some of that patchy fog, not expecting overly dense fog around the area, but certainly some reduced visibilities. Mostly cloudy skies here throughout the Tri-Cities. Could see some peaks of sunshine here or there through the morning. Better chances, though, as we head into the afternoon. Again, patchy fog, patchy low cloud cover moving around the area. Taking a look outside O'Neill. Not all of this is at the ground level, but still some low cloud cover moving through the area. And then York, more sunshine breaking through. We'll continue to see a pattern like this through much of the day into the afternoon hours. And then looking out east in the capital city, Lincoln, best chances for more sunshine later on today. Taking a look at our headlines for the rest of the weekend ahead. Again, patchy fog through the morning. We'll see that again tomorrow. Better chance for some dense fog tomorrow morning as we'll see a warm front moving through the area. That will lead to a heat up through the weekend. Temperatures back into the 80s tomorrow. Muggy conditions tomorrow as well, but back into the 90s. Could even see some spots nearing triple digits, especially off in the northern portions of Kansas on Sunday. With the warmer weather and the more humid weather moving in, isolated thunderstorms could develop tomorrow across western Nebraska. Any storm that does develop could become strong to severe. We'll take a look at our current visibilities around the area, down to 1.5 miles for both Imperial and McCook, 2 miles in Norton, and 6 to 7 miles here in the Tri-Cities, 4 miles of visibility in the York area. So again, just some patchy fog around the area, not overly dense fog. The densest fog does look to be well off to the southwest. Current temperatures in the mid to upper 50s with some low to mid 60s, 66 in Beatrice, 65 in Hebron, 59 to 61 here in the Tri-Cities, and 58 in North Platte. Current wind speeds anywhere from calm conditions up to around 10 miles per hour. Winds will stay fairly light through the day today. Could see them upwards of 15 miles per hour, though, later on this afternoon. Current satellite and radar showing the cloud cover moving through the area, not doing a great job of showing the low-level cloud cover. That's where we see the areas of dense fog that could develop. But showers clearing on out well off to the northeast, should stay dry for most of the day today. So taking a look ahead at Futurecast. Heading into the late morning hours, again, mostly cloudy skies, clearing on out. Better chances for some sunshine later on this afternoon. As we head into the late evening hours, could see some development of some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two well off to the west. But through the night tonight, that dissipates, clearing on out, leaving behind mostly cloudy skies as we head into your Saturday morning. With the mostly cloudy skies, the return of some areas of dense fog, and maybe even some drizzle before that clears on out into Saturday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine expected for your Saturday afternoon, but we'll be watching northwestern Nebraska for the development of some isolated strong thunderstorms tomorrow evening into the overnight hours. Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk level 1 out of 5 in place for those areas highlighted in that dark green. All modes of severe weather are possible to the northwest, but the primary threats are large hail and damaging wind gusts. Just we can't rule out a brief spin up of a tornado or two, especially across those portions of the Sandhills. Looking to stay fairly dry for much of the week ahead. Not overly widespread precipitation chances, but we're going to take a look ahead at the long-range forecast models, starting off with the European model. And isolated chances returning Monday into Tuesday, and then better chances Tuesday night into Wednesday, but overly widespread precipitation chances not expected. Again, isolated chances at best through the week ahead next week and into the holiday weekend. As we take a look at the GFS model, the American model, much of the same, not overly widespread precipitation chances as this one loads in here. Here we go. Staying dry on Sunday into Monday. Isolated chances Monday night and Tuesday. A better chance Tuesday into Wednesday. And then again, just spotty chances throughout the rest of the week and into the holiday weekend. So with the drier conditions expected, drier stretch of weather, we'll see those temperatures warming up as well. We'll take a look at our highs today. Starting our warm-up, again, it's not going to be hot today, but our warm-up is starting today back into the upper 70s to low 80s. And we're going to stay mild tonight and tomorrow morning. It's going to be a muggy start to the day tomorrow. Temperatures, it's not getting out of the mid-60s for many. Overnight lows down into the upper 60s for much of southeastern portions of the area. Highs tomorrow warming back up. A little cooler off to the north and northeast where we're going to see more of that cloud cover sticking around for much of the day. But as we see that cloud cover clearing on out, most of us should warm mid to upper 80s, even some low 90s possible. Lows tomorrow night into Sunday morning, though. This is the big story. Overnight lows for much of eastern Nebraska in the low to mid 70s. That means those dew points are going to stay in the 70s as well, leading to muggy conditions for your Sunday. Areas to the west, a bit cooler into the mid-60s, but still expecting humid conditions into your Sunday. So taking a look at our highs on Sunday, temperatures widespread in the low to mid-90s, even some upper 90s possible for areas off to the south, seeing 98 for a high in Smith Center. Highs on Monday back into the low to mid-90s, but certainly going to stay hot and looking to stay hot as we continue through next week. Going to take a look at the dew points through the weekend. 2 models. We're going to start with the GFS model. This one keeping things drier for much of central and western Nebraska. Dew points through today, comfortable, low to mid 60s, not overly humid, certainly muggy, but not like overly muggy where you're going to feel like you're swimming through the air today. But looking ahead to tomorrow afternoon, starting to see those dew points creeping into the 70s, especially across eastern Nebraska. Much drier air off to the west, and that looks to work into the area. Much of western Nebraska on Sunday, dew points in the 40s and 50s with the more muggy air mass well off to the east. And that's just the GFS model. This one has more dry air punching into the area, and this model also tends to overdo the dry air moving in. So I expect still some dry air to work in to portions of central Nebraska, but I do expect more 60-degree dew points here along the Highway 281 corridor. Still some drier conditions off to the west with the more humid conditions off to the east. But taking a look at the European model, this one might be overdoing it with the dew points. Again, comfortable through the day today in the 60s, but by tomorrow afternoon and evening, widespread low to mid 70s, even into western portions of Nebraska, seeing a dew point of 73 in McCook, 70 in North Platte. But it's into the day on Sunday. We really see these warming up, seeing those dew points in the mid to upper 70s, even nearing 80, especially across eastern portions of Nebraska. This scenario would mean our overall high temperatures on Sunday likely on the lower end, upper 80s to low 90s, but it's a lot more humid, a lot muggier out there. So we'll see those heat indices still nearing triple digits. If we see drier air mass moving in, temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 90s, but still potentially feeling like triple digits. I do think of the next several days, Sunday is the best chance for much of the area, especially across central and eastern Nebraska, to have triple-digit heat indices. And then we look to stay humid as we head into the day on Monday as well. So again, I'm expecting something in between these 2 model runs, between the GFS and the European model. So expecting a humid weekend with those temperatures back into the 90s. So before we wrap things up here, taking a look at our 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Again, temperatures warming up into the 90s by Sunday and staying in the 90s through much of next week. On and off isolated thunderstorm chances. Again, not expecting widespread precipitation chances, but due to the summertime heat and humidity, can't rule out a pop-up storm here or there. Taking a look out west in North Platte, much of the same. Better thunderstorm chances through this weekend, but those temperatures warming up back into the 80s and 90s as we continue through next week. And looking to stay warm through much of next week into the weekend. Looking for your 4th of July holiday weekend. Should be a warm and humid one as well. So if you have any lake plans, pool plans for your 4th of July, it's certainly looking to be a great year for a lot of that. That's all I really got for you on this Friday morning. Again, it's going to be the most pleasant day of the next several days. Temperatures warming up through the weekend. Patchy fog we have to deal with through this morning, but should see peaks of sunshine later on this afternoon. It's going to be hot and humid throughout the weekend. Certainly want to get those air conditioners working through the day today. It's going to be certainly going to be a warm one as we finish off the month of June and into July. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching on this Friday morning. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday and hope you have a great weekend ahead.